Can't believe it did that. Da, 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 da. I gotta wait for everyone to come back. Where is it? Self restart. You're faster than Jesus. Oh, kicking. I have to. I'll get my like browser stuff up in a minute. Because I could just replace the link on Discord. Tweet. Green chat itself. Had to restart. Here is the new YouTube link. And I just have to. Link. Here. Send. I have to edit it to have the new YouTube link on. Because, wow, this is evil. Okay. I think we're, like, getting back into the swing of things. I did not expect my stream to just fucking die. So if it's buffering, I'm not gonna take the time to fix it. Because apparently fixing it will break me. This guy. Profile. We're gonna post that real quick. Yeah, it just stopped altogether. Yeah, it stopped. because like it crashed. It crashed. Versus no, that's capture, window capture. It is now back. You know what? What's to blame for this? And it's not Yun. We're not gonna blame Yun. Yun was trying to help. We're blaming OBS. Because OBS had a fit when I tried changing shit and decided to shut down. Okay? I didn't take the dishes up because I was more focused on getting stream to stop dying. But here. She's sobbing. She's still under, like, he's still alive. He's overdosing, though. But notice how it does that. Hang on. How there's sounds in the background. And right before she tries to delete herself, it stops. Because in that moment, his heart stopped beating. He is dead. The wish reversed. And we have non-wish Nikki. She's back in the driver's seat. And look at her reaction. It's a can't really see it. She rolls his body off of her. She is disgusted and horrified of the things she was forced to do. And the guy responsible for that she starts sobbing and rolls his body off of her. And it just pans down to his dead body. But look at what Alex Meyer shows.
And that's more or less the end of the movie. Yeah, so whatever.
He doesn't show everything before that and a little after that. On purpose. Because if he did, he would have to acknowledge what happened in that sequence. That Nikki made a wish for, very similar to Bear's, that Bear would love her. It would only work if Bear didn't love her. And we saw that it worked. He didn't love her.
Whatever your personal interpretation of the movie is, it really is a fantastic film. It's a great horror, great writing, the acting is incredible. Nikki, obviously, fantastic job. But like with a lot of other movies and shows, especially recently, the online discourse is just insane. Like, what is it about?
Hang on.
Nikki, obviously, fantastic job. But like with a lot of
Hopper's heated rivalry and the Amazing Digital Circus The Last Act. These aren't comparable to Obsession.
a lot of other movies and shows, especially recently, the online discourse is just insane. Like, what is it about this movie in particular that people made it their entire personalities? Like, there's something very funny to me about how this movie about the dangers of unchecked obsession has gone on to spawn one of the most insanely obsessed fan bases I've ever seen. Congrats.
The movie isn't about unchecked obsession. It isn't about being careful what you wish for. It's about the taking of someone's autonomy and selfishness.
That's y'all nailed it. Now again, I need to be very clear here, okay? Ultimately, Bear is the bad guy. He doesn't know what he did until late in the movie, but when he figures it out, he just keeps on rationalizing to himself because like he wants Nikki, and he doesn't seem to really care that she's being tortured the whole time, but rather he wants the demon to just act like Nikki so that he can pretend that he's actually dating Nikki, you know? Like this is a bad dude. Yes, absolutely. Nikki is completely innocent. Her life is forever ruined because of some depressed, selfish loser guy, okay? Yes, like that's the outcome of the movie. But how we get to that point, I think, is a lot more nuanced than a lot of you were giving the movie credit for.
Is that how it ends? That's how it ends? You were victim blaming Nikki the whole time. Is the apology re-uploaded? With a filter. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's talk about Alex Myers re-upload. Read description. We're gonna read the description. It's a 5-minute apology. 5-minute, almost 20-minute apology. The reason there's a space background faded into the original video is because Alex Meyer has put a copyright strike on the original video. So no one can re-upload it. So I had to obviously edit it a little so I could actually upload it. That's why. Oh, that's so fucking scummy. You rape apologist sack of shit.
So, a lot's happened. I wanted to make this video because at first it was just hate on the video.
Also, this is probably just me, but he looks a lot like Bear. Take that as you will.
For obsession, and that's fine. You can hate on it if you want. You can disagree. That's totally fine. But it has, in the past couple of days, it's devolved into personal attacks, and it's gotten to a level that I can foresee getting kind of dangerous. Some of the things, some of
Well, I made a shit take and defended a rapist. Someone who canonically raped somebody. Because I empathize with him. Well, I'm being held to account for doing something like that. Well, my fifis. Guys, think about my fifis.
you are doing and saying is it's gone beyond just the video, and now it's become rather serious. I want to make this video. I'm going to keep it brief. I have my phone with me. I took some notes. I don't want to miss anything, and just to clear some things up. So first of all, I'm sorry if I worded my video in a way that made it sound like I am defending rape or pro.
I'm going to pause it right there because we're not even a minute in. And he's not actually saying sorry for something he's done. He's saying, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That's not an apology. That's that's not an apology. I want to be clear. If he was actually apologizing, he would say, I'm sorry for defending Bear as much as I have. While I didn't feel like I did, I now understand why what I was saying was bad. Instead, he's saying, in the longest string of words I've probably heard for this, I'm sorry you felt that way. Peeler. That he had to put a warning at the beginning. He took the context for a lot of what's going on in the movie out of the movie. He took out crucial his review. I don't know if it's his editing or someone else editing for him, but about chastity cages, crystal mummy Latinas. Maybe the wish didn't work. He's just that cool, guys. The buffering and glitching has begun. There's no.
It very much was meant to be a good faith sort of attempt at sort of looking at this movie as a work of fiction, as a piece of media to be consumed, the same way you would do with a book or anything like that. So just to clear things up, sexual assault is bad. Bear is bad. What Bear does in the movie as a work of fiction, as a piece of media to be consumed, the same way you would do with
My thumbs up. My thumb first. This is not a thumbs up. You could have just said that, not add that in editing, where people are most likely not going to be looking at their screens when listening to you.
Is bad. Bear is bad. What Bear does in the movie, very bad. Bear is the villain of the movie. I think I said this in the video. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. That's my fault. Bear's the villain. Bear does many, many bad things.
No, you don't
to not
say
show
he's the villain. You don't say that at all. You were justifying his actions, though, and comparing it to Disney movies. We're calling him the villain. You weren't condemning a lot of his actions. You said verbatim, you wanted the Crystal Mommy Latina experience, and now you got it. Alex, quit talking to your audience like they're stupid. We know what you said. We just got done watching what you were saying. I suck at working on roses. Ignore it.
every single bad thing he did because A, the video was already very long, and B, I had already said that he was bad, so I didn't feel the need to show every example of that because I tried.
You were supposed to. You're supposed to show how he's bad, not what you wanted. You could have cut down on the animations to go. Because you were making like rape, like joke animations. How Nikki was this ball buster who, when you get her into bed, while referencing the rape, you were referencing the rape. Like, you saw that scene. You heard the composure. Because, here's the thing. The scene itself has that it's a horror. What's happening is horrifying. Because a lot of the thesis of your argument would have collapsed in on itself.
To make it clear that from like the diner scene onward, he is bad. So what he does is bad. Having sex with Nikki after the diner scene, bad. So his reaction to that is very bad and very telling that he is in fact the villain. I can't remember everything in the movie, but just everything he does after that point is bad, and it gets.
You omit key details from your video, like Bear looking up the One Wish Willow, which would have indicated that he had some idea. Raping Nikki after the diner scene, after he got confirmation that his wish had been granted, took Nikki's ability to consent away from her. You compared it to the love potion plotline in Descendants, where in the movie it explains that neither potion actually, like, and I'm going off memory because it's been years since I've seen Descendants and I don't care to watch it again. You know what? Descendants love potion .work. This is hang on. By the way, donate to Wikipedia. we don't get a potion created by Mal is intended to make the Prince Ben, fall in love with her, but it ultimately raises questions about the ethics of using magic to influence things. The potion's effectiveness is complicated by the character's personal growth and the realization that true love cannot be forced. There's that. I can't play it. Then not work. Insecurities and complexities of genuine relationships rather than a true magical solution. The potion's failure highlights the themes that love cannot be forced or manipulated. I'm gonna have to go to the wiki. Control F. I am at a times. Where's the second time it's mentioned? Here it is. Makes anti-love potion baked goods for him. Which is the cupcake, so I was wrong about it being like a brownie or something. She asked him if he felt any different, and Ben reveals he knew about the potion and it was washed off in the lake. Her his ring and a kiss on her hand and says he hasn't been faking anything. That's how it's. Where if you actually watch that movie, you wouldn't be comparing it to this. Because the love potion didn't ultimately work. For multiple reasons. Meanwhile, the One Wish Willow did work. And you knew it worked. Bear knew it worked. Because there is no magical lake. There's no lake to wash off the One Wish Willow. One Wish Willow worked as intended. Nothing really broke it until Bear died.
It's worse. And I tried to make that clear, and if I didn't, I'm sorry about that. And so to me, it made sense that he made that choice, not because it's a good choice, but because that seems like a normal reaction, especially for someone who is bad, like Bear. The video is not meant to be a defense of Bear. I think I say that in the video. It is sort of an objective observation of how he gets from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. Addressing some other comments, the Latino
N-word jokes because my friend is black. Racist jokes. Do not use your Latina writer as a scapegoat because there's a term for this called.
And to me, they seemed no more problematic than your average Instagram reel or like SNL skit, like
a lot of the jokes you see are probably made by Latino or Latina people. Bad Bunny is a Latino man. That's why he's allowed to make the jokes, Alex. You are a white man making Latina jokes. There is a difference.
Going off of that, the joking nature of the video itself is not meant to make light goofy.
If that's been your joke for 10 years, oh god, I question a lot of people's taste if you've been allowed to do that for 10 years.
Animated cartoon videos about movies. Perhaps the jokes were too jokey for the subject of the movie. Maybe that was a mistake on my part. You know, and I was fully aware, like I said in the intro of the video.
You can make jokes to add levity to reviews, right? But you gotta treat this kind of material with the love and the care and the
Like I said, it was made in good faith. I knew people would disagree, but as I said at the beginning of this video, it's gotten to the point where it's not just disagreeing about my thoughts on the movie, but now it's gotten to a point where people are spreading complete lies about me. And from the DMs I'm getting and from what I've seen, it's getting to a point where it could become like very real. So I just want to reiterate a few things. Some simple and some not. First of all, I've only been divorced once. That was back in 2020. There was no recent divorce. That was one time.
At least from what I've heard, you've only been married once, and people can quickly tell why your wife left you.
Same thing. I am not a rapist. I do not condone rape. I do respect women. I do not think women deserve to be raped.
Don't make me replay your video, fucker.
Apparently I need to say this very clearly. So that is my thoughts on the topic. And to close things out, I am not a thought leader. I'm not a politician. Mostly jokey cartoons about movies. And maybe you don't think
okay, when you're touching upon mature subject matter, because let's actually go to Alex Miner's channel. Let's go to your channel. Destroyed. Let's see, Descendants. 90s nostalgia, like The Devil Wears Prada, Enola Holmes, Enola Holmes, Enola Holmes, Barbie, Fairytopia, Toy Story 4, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 2, my anime cell collection, member exclusive, Off Campus, The Drama, the Mario movie, the second Mario movie, the Ultimate After compilation, Hoppers, Malcolm in the Middle, a Colleen Hoover movie, Twilight, Barbie Princess Charm School, Toy Story, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Young Sherlock, Bridgerton, Return to Oz, whatever the fuck this is, Wreck-It Ralph, this movie, Bridgerton again, Zootopia 2, another Barbie movie, Stein. Oh, with the exception of Frankenstein, he mostly covers children's movies, family movies, children and family movies, and dramas. Like, you're seeing this, right? From what I heard, he's kind of shit at reviews. So, Obsession is a horror movie that's more faithful to its author, like the original Frankenstein author's view.
think they're funny or you don't think they're good or whatever. But that's all I'm doing. And I've never...
You made jokes about rape. And that's the entire apology. That's the, I'm sorry you feel... I've only been divorced once. TLDR. But yeah, that was ass. That was ass. That was ass. Okay, so Neff Theory. Never end. Williams forgot victim. An apology without an apology. Yes, it's an apology without an apology.
We all have our loops, patterns that we get stuck in. No matter what we do.
Oh, wow, no, not that. Options. Background color. Black.
and today's video is about a story that throughout its entirety is filled with characters trapped in their own cycles, an exit always seeming just a little bit out of reach. Of course, I'm referring to the now famous indie horror series, Five Nights at Freddy's. What? What the hell is a backroom? No, I'm talking about loop victim. Slices, put on your aprons, and let's make ourselves a theory. So what the hell is loop victim? As far as I can find with the research I did, it was a theory first posited by FNAFology about a year ago. The theory essentially being that the daytime minigames of FNAF 4 are that when somebody dies, they cannot break out of their bad memories. For example, at the end of Fazbear Frights, what's left of the anti-hero of the series, the Stitch Wraith, pretty much at that point just the spirit Jake inside of her family's home, lost in the woods, unable to get back. Presumably, she'd remain there for all of time, but Jake is able to reach out to her and help her find her family's home, going inside for a warm and welcoming Christmas, instead of finding the shed that leads to her death. When this happens, in the real world, an object that represents this turns golden. Jake was able to reach out to Millie and change that bad memory she was stuck in into a better one, and when he was, she was able to find peace and rest. Loop Victim presents FNAF 4 in a very similar light, that what we're seeing is the crying child reliving the last week of his life over and over again, being tormented by the people around him and inevitably ending up a victim to the bullying that takes his life in the jaws of the Fredbear animatronic. This is something he's repeating in his own mind over and over again in the afterlife, and he can't move on because of it. The explanation then for the Fredbear plushie is that Cassidy, or any spirit but likely Cassidy, is attempting to reach out to the crying child and help modify this memory in some way to make it a happy one that he can find peace in and rest. And it goes to explain all the weirdness about FNAF 4 without dismissing any of it. The reason it's so strange in the first place is because it is a warped memory of the crying child's life in his death. It's an incredibly solid theory, and it's quickly shooting up to be one of the
I'm gonna pause this, but, and this is how I disagree with the theory. If it is like a loop of your worst or your death, which is, in the case of the crying child, it would be the week up to his death. And he, like, canonically, like, he died, you're supposed to be happy memories. So I pose, like, a similar theory to the loop, but a lot more different. What I'm essentially posing is the purgatory argument, where if it's looping, it goes like around and around, like Ouroboros, where it's snake eating its tail. Because, and the reason why I'm saying like my version of it is because it's that similar concept, but in order for it to be like a loop of your worst memory as a spirit, wouldn't it make more sense if it's purgatory? Because the concept of purgatory, for those who may not know, is the fact is you're just repeating, you're waiting for judgment. You're waiting to either go to heaven or hell. And until you do, you're just wandering the earth. Or just waiting in purgatory. It's like the waiting room in Beetlejuice, where you're just waiting for judgment.
a break room. Haven't seen one of these. We see Afterlife in the books. It
There we
also
go.
lines up with how I've been. Other one. But not only does it line up incredibly well with how we see Afterlife in the books, it also lines up with how I've been interpreting Happiest Day in FNAF 3. A little less than a year ago, I made a theory on what I think the Happiest Day minigames are actually showing us. Think about how they're presented. We see arcade games that, through various glitches and exploits, we get out of bounds to find crying children trapped inside of, give them cake, they open their eyes, and they seem more at peace. At the time of that theory, I was comparing this Afterlife to the Afterlife we see in the novel trilogy, specifically the Fourth Closet, where the MCI victims don't really know they're dead. They're just playing at Freddy Fazbear's with their best friend Spring Bonnie. They don't know what's actually going on until one of the main characters informs them, to which they turn on William. Similar to Alone.
Yeah, that is really dependent on like purgatory and what purgatory is, or like the spirit world, or like whatever it's supposed to be. The Happiest Day minigame, to me, I and I have to disagree with Rye Toast on this. Like, to me, it's either purgatory or the spirits in some way, with the help of each other, are able to find. Hang on. Guys, stay with me. Come on, stay with mama. Oh, little Nancy. Come on. Gabby, say hi to the audience. Say hi to chat. Say hi. You don't want to say hi? Okay. No more window, okay? I don't want you getting yourself hurt. I love you. Yeah, she seems okay. She's a little trying to like catch a butterfly or something that's outside. You want treat? Hi, baby. Hi. Hello. You want treat to make yourself feel better? You know, I should do that like thing that the one now disgraced Italian did. Is for like donos and stuff. I should really I should give the girls treats and sing a treat song. Would you like that, Gabberstein? Would you like a treat? Like a treat song? That the evil Italian man used to sing? I need to find it. Hi, Mo! Come here! No! Ah. Taking myself out looking for this. Meant it. Hi, baby. I looking for your treats. Hi. Aww. You know what? I'm gonna find it later. Anyway, they're still gonna be lovable and kissable and huggable, huh? Evil Italian doesn't need the song anymore. True, kick it. Film.
Alone Together, that short story from Tales from the Pizzaplex I don't shut up about. In Alone Together, we learn that as a ghost, if your remains are undiscovered, you don't know that you're dead. You instead wander around the places you did while you were alive. And I still very much like that interpretation.
That doesn't sound right. For me, if your body's not discovered, that means you're haunting the place. It was undiscovered. And we don't see any confirmation that, like, during the missing children's incident, that we really find the bodies. Because the smell alone is distinct. When something dies, it gives like a rotting smell during the process of decay. It is such a distinct force. And if it's coming from the animatronics, they're gonna pop them open. So, ergo, I don't think it's that, because they would have
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they're just lost and confused and unaware they're dead. But I was thinking, with Loop Victim in mind, that is not the only way to interpret these minigames. If the arcade games are looks into the afterlives of the Missing Child Incident victims, then how convenient is it that each one is a self-contained, encapsulated look at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza with one victim? Each missing...
Okay. We're gonna pause that. And I'm going to give a different thing. They're repeating the time in around their death. And not all 5 kids like went missing at the same time. It's even more apparent when you pay attention to the dialogue of different animatronics during Ultimate Custom Night, where Chica is the first I've seen everything, which would imply that she died first. And if she died around the time she went missing, yeah, that the personalized loop stuff will not make sense. Because it's ultimately the it only makes sense in a way if their personalities were like lining up to be, you know, played through mini games. Need to chill out a little bit. But the personalization and how spaced out they are, they're repeating the Chica was the first, because a lot of people speculate that either Chica was the fruit minigame. I'm referring to the fruit minigame, where in order to lure the little girl, kill her, he had to specifically hit the dog, hit her dog, and going, I can bring him back, you know. You just have to follow me. I mean, like, the little girl could also be like Mangle's spirit, but we don't get confirmation of that. But the reason I pointed out is important, because a lot of the victims would be sharing like similar feelings, but kids through like the perspective of like, what was going on around that time. The missing children's incident would have had to happen within the Freddy Fazbear's establishment. Freddy Fazbear is a lot like Chuck E. Cheese, in the way that Chuck E. Cheese is like a party place. You go there for parties. Their memories wouldn't be bad, unless it's like specifically in regards to their death. And kids, especially. So, wrong thing I pulled up. God damn it.
Child incident victim is trapped in their own memories of the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza they died in. And it's why, in Happiest Day, we have to find each of them in their own individual memory loop to be able to be there for the party for the crying child. It takes an outside player, us, to go into that loop, reach out to that child, and give them a better memory. Give them the cake they're missing. The cake might be literal, might not be literal. It might just turn this tragedy into a celebration for them, and a memory they can rest and be happy in. This loop victim theory might be applicable to the entire MCI. That might be what we're doing. And Happiest Day isn't waking them up to the reality they're dead, but adjusting the memories they're trapped in so they can find peace. The loop theory of being trapped in your memories after death might explain all 5 victims of the MCI and the crying child. But is that all? Did I make this entire video to say loop victim is cool and it kind of lines up with Happiest Day? No, because it might apply to even more. Some of the retellings of the MCI like Into the Pit, and even the current timeline, with victims like Vanessa. Into the Pit is one of the weirdest books and games in the franchise. You're telling me some kid named Oswald gets in a dirty-ass ball pit and he travels back in time. How the hell does that even work? Well, what if I told you he's not traveling through time? At least, not literally. Remember, buried the lead quite a lot, because the thing that Jake is interacting...
Okay. I'm really missing Oswald. The kid who gets in the ball pit. What?
Interacting with to contact Millie is the Into the Pit ball pit. At the end of Fazbear Frights, Jake is left with not a lot of energy left. He's pretty much a shambling husk of what this ball pit, and he travels back in time. How the hell does...
He's implying that Oswald has been dead the whole time. Like, to the rest of the canon. The rest of what we can really say. But Oswald isn't dead. The Into the Ball Pit story is he goes time traveling through a ball pit to Springtrap's season. And Oswald manages to get away, but his dad also went into the ball pit. The dad gets trapped in the missing children's incident time. While the rabbit, by the way, side note, Oswald doesn't see, like, because to everyone else, it's Oswald's dad. To Oswald, it's a giant rabbit man. Meaning, anytime, like, Oswald has to, like, go to the bathroom, this is just something funny that just popped in my head. That means he would have had to pass his parents' bedroom and see a guy in a rabbit suit sleeping right next to his mom. That's diabolical. But the reason why I pointed out is because it hinges more or less on, like, because what is being described here is spirit mediums. Like, the communication with the dead. Humans cannot easily communicate with the dead unless you're tapping into something to do it. It's kind of like on phones. What do you need to call someone on the phone? You need a signal. What if you don't have a signal? Or Wi-Fi? You can't connect the call. And spirit mediums just tap right in naturally to... They have, like, a method of connection. That's why you see spirit mediums in movies like Insidious. Because humans cannot communicate with the dead easily. So, is Oswald, like, this really tapped in spirit medium? Is this like a supernatural high?
He's not traveling through time. At least, not literally. Remember earlier when I told you that book example of somebody moving on, Millie being helped by Jake, and then when her memory was changed by Jake, something in the real world turned golden and she found peace. I buried the lead quite a lot, because the thing that Jake is interacting with to contact Millie is... And he feels drawn to this Jeff's Pizza for a reason he can't explain. And he ends up at the Into the Pit ball pit and falls in. And it's when he falls in that he sees the memory of Millie. After helping her, more and more of the balls of the ball pit turn golden, Jake using the last of, presumably, the remnant he still has to reach out to the countless victims whose spirits reside in this ball pit and help them find...
Are we saying Oswald has a remnant? Pause. Motherfucking pause. Oswald is a living being. Jake is a dead child. Running off spirit metal. Yeah, that's. And he's drawn inexplicably to this ball pit because he's a dead child operating a hunk of metal.
Peace and rest. It's unclear exactly why this ball pit. The thinking is that maybe Eleanor was chilling here in between victims. It's hard to say. It is a wild visual, and it's a wild sentence to say the ball pit of souls was slowly turned into a restful place because of Jake. But like, just think about what this might mean for Into the Pit. When Jake, somebody who knows about the afterlife and how it functions to some extent afterlife, and had no idea how it functioned, enter Into the Pit. Specifically, enter Oswald, a kid who's just trying to save his dad. He jumps into a ball pit and suddenly gets the vision of Beam's loop victim, because he only goes in there a couple times and never again after it goes bad. But when we got the full-fledged video game, that's where this theory comes into play. How does that game work again?
Or you're even seeing the same location. Because here's the thing, William Afton has a very high body count. The man gets more kills in his, like, canon, in his lore, than half of the Friday the 13th movies. Like, we got, and we're just counting. Chica, Bonnie, Freddy, Foxy, Puppet, Golden Freddy. That's 6 victims. Okay, hang on. Let's start with 6. And now we're gonna... Hang on. Let's... Valora. Funtime Foxy, Funtime Freddy. 4. That's comes out to 10. And now we take 10. We have Missing Children's Incident with 6. The Funtime Animatronics 4, because we're not counting Ennard. Ennard is the toy animatronics. We're counting that separately. Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie. Who else? Who else? Because with no, but sure thing. Here, let me call you. Or I can just hop into my server and you can just hop in. We're gonna go to yeah. Here.
2 shots of vodka.
Fire. Interesting.
Toy animatronics, that would be 4. And that's equal to 14. Oh, in quite a while seems to be streaming, so I'm gonna hop over there. Have fun. Thank you for stopping by, Kickin'. Oh, it's Beckett.
Yeah.
Courtney Pate.
Oh, there's more?
Apparently.
Oh, I mean,
our current body
something
count
like...
for William Afton is 14. Not counting the Pizzaplex because it's the same animatronics, but all like melted together, spaghetti goat and bullshit. So, also, Nerdy John's live, too. So
lots of people. This is the streaming hour.
Oh, this is a streaming
around
hour.
This time period. But I get why you. I think I know I think I can kind of piece together why you stream like earlier in the day.
It's and my mom and I have talked about it. I can like stream longer. For me, I like being able to cuss.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what you got me for.
So our
What do you
current
think about
body count for Mr. Willie A is 14.
Oh jeez.
Man's been
Also,
busy.
you gotta add the. I don't know if you can add the little plushie. Make them tiny so that way it look like I'm a part of the scenery.
Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can get Foogie to actually work.
If he can't get it to work, it's whatever.
I also need it to be up.
It could be like a still image. Just a little plushy Francis.
Plushy Francis. Hide the
How's your day
screen.
been?
It's been going well.
Oh, good.
There we go.
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good, alright. So IRL it makes me. I swear it's like every small shitter, like I'd say this sector of commentary. I like to call it the commentary sector. Just because a lot of the people are just they don't behave exactly like the sector, but they definitely have a lot of similarities. And there is kind of like a weird like Wild West vibe and feel to it. But yeah, like you've got I guess I guess people are just swinging at Beckett for I think in my opinion some pretty solid critiques, but I feel like a lot of people are kind of overblowing it in my opinion.
There we go. I got
Way
it
too
to work.
overblown. Okay. Since there's a bit of a delay, I'll just wait a little bit and see where it's at. But you've got that. You got this new Gilded video.
I don't know whether or not I should be like touching the stuff around Gilded currently.
I honestly fucking I just wait. For me, I just wait. There I am. There we are.
Yeah, we are. But
It's so tiny.
the scrunkle.
Little,
You're scrunkle maxing.
little scringly dingly.
Scringly dingly. You're scringle maxing.
Oh, Skringle Mac. Jesus. Fuck.
But
Jesus. But
like-
yeah, you got. I wouldn't touch it until like probably wait till Gilded's video because like from the I there's not a whole lot of it that I've been told about or not even told, just like kind of gathered through osmosis. So yeah, I wouldn't touch that shit.
I attended
until
the
that video
Lyo
comes out.
space, and what I was able to glean from it, because I had to walk away from my phone for a hot minute in between, is that dumb shit happened.
Yeah, involving Monstrous and Saint and their removal from Lyo's community. Because from the sound of it, it sounded like they were doing gay ops. So, but I don't know. I have to wait and see this new Gilded video. So it's kind of like up there because all I heard was audio, nothing like no screenshots or anything. The audio got put in another server I was in. But yeah, for kind of what I gathered, it sounded like Mon and Saint were doing gay ops against Gilded, and also Gallagher was thrown in there too. But that's a different person altogether.
Yeah.
Fucking no. I find it funny that regardless of how fucking regardless of your age, you just apparently people just have there's this. I'm just gonna coin it. I'm just gonna crescent it the mean girl gene, doesn't matter how old you are, you could have Mean Girl catty fucking energy. Because everyone involved, I think, other than Gallagher, is like in their 30s. And then you have Lyle, who's like 40. You has to like put up with this bullshit. It's like, ah, fuck me. Why can't you people just be? Why can't you retards just be stupid? Why do you gotta be malicious as well? From the sound of it.
And like, it's stupid. It's very stupid what's going on.
Yeah.
From what I can
Yeah.
glean properly, it's stupid shit. Why can't we all just like get along for 5 minutes and make fun of Jar?
Or at least like tolerate each other. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing too. I'll talk about getting to Jar a little bit later, but yeah, I don't have an opinion really like any strong towards anybody involved, even including Gilded.
Doxing
No, I
Cat
like his
Slayer.
content.
Yeah, I'm just going off of the Cat Slayer space that was held.
Yeah.
I'm holding off on really touching it because
I'd
what
just
happened
hold
is
off from
bad.
it.
What happened is bad, but it's like the
Yeah, I'd
stupid
hold
kind
off
of
from
bad
it.
that
Yeah, I'd hold off from it until like I'd say Gilded releases his video.
yeah, because at least I
From
can
the sound of it.
I can watch it on stream.
Yeah, exactly. You can do it there and then assess your opinions through that. As far as that's basically how I feel. I think it's one of the 3 anticipated videos. You have that, you have the Gilded one, then you have Yen's video on Fiendish Cavern, and then you have Gila's video on Deed and Silver.
Yen
Those
was
are like
in
the 2
here.
anticipated videos.
Was in here earlier working on the script for it, I think.
Oh.
And I really
I know that video is like pretty like I know like the editing. I know that video is like pretty much like from the sound of it, they're like 75% done from the sound of it.
Which means we could get it
When I
really
watched their
soon.
stream. I'm gonna say next week at the latest, possibly.
I would
Maybe
fire
like
up
near the end of the month.
I'm gonna when it does come out, I'm firing up a live stream going, hey, we're doing art and we're watching Yen's latest video.
And then you'll get to like the minors being groomed, and you'll be like blasphemous HTV and be like, what the fuck? No.
You should have been here during like while I was talking about Alex Meyer's obsession review.
Oh, that's another thing. Oh fuck!
I just got done
think this is
watching
the
it.
year. I think this is the year of fucking media reviewer like
Getting
media reviewer turned lolcows, because it's like, how the fuck can you call yourselves
a media
that
reviewer.
and then like, or like an analysis guy and just like fundamentally not understand certain shit? Like I know I could never fucking do it, just because that's, I mean, first and foremost, that's not the type of content that I would want to make. But secondly, it would mostly just like, I wouldn't really give any well detailed shit. I'd just be like,
Yeah,
here's
really
some
good.
dog shit that I like, and this is why I like it. Like, if you like dog shit, then that's fine. Like, Lord knows I fucking have like takes that, or if you just personally didn't like the film, I wouldn't mind. I feel like it's like his justifications and like the way that he talks about events in the film. Keep in mind, I haven't fucking seen it.
Obsession
And even
is
I am
not
like,
how he described it at all.
yeah, oh no, like I watched there's another guy, he kind of goes who makes videos, like he's another media reviewer. He's made videos going after like talking about other media reviewers. Can't remember his name, but Alex Myers was one of them. I think he looked at his Zootopia video, and then his his Obsession one. And yeah, like from the way I watched a little bit from your stream, I even watched some of the clips myself. I'm like, not only hell yeah, I want to watch this, number one, but number two, I don't know how, like the cognitive dissonance,
I keep
from
asking
his
if
review to the film is insane.
I keep asking if like if he even watched the same movie as everyone else, because he gets so much of the plot wrong. In
Too
addition to
complicated for him. That's why he compared it to a Disney Channel movie. When it's like, if it was actually a Disney Channel movie, it would have like, it would be very basic on the nose shit. Like, you paint a fucking bullseye on your television screen. It's that like transparent.
he even got like the Disney movie wrong. Because it's not the same
Which
thing.
Disney movie did he use? As it,
Descendants
he actually
one, the first Descendants movie,
what?
as well as Zapped.
What the? Okay, first of all, why would you use Zap? Uh, first of all, number secondly, huh? What the fuck?
It's evil. And I even had to pull up the
No, it's not. It's not
Descendants
evil.
wiki.
It's just like baffling, man. Like what?
It is
Like, how
not.
do you get from like that's how you know? That's how you know it's like that stupid. I don't know how you could be that dumb to even compare something to that caliber. Like, I'm not saying that you can't make. Obviously, I'm not saying that you can't make a Disney Channel film on have that level of writing, but like, I don't know. It's just I don't even know why you would make a comparison like that to fucking anything Disney Channel put out on. I don't get it. It's so fucking weird. Um. Uh. Yeah. It's kind of how I view it. And his sense of humor reminds me of Jars, where it's like he does it constantly and it's never
Does.
funny.
He made.
It's never fucking funny.
Hang on. I'm gonna make it cursed. Go for indie.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
We're gonna actually look into Indy Neveretti, who plays Nikki in Obsession.
Yeah.
She's from Danielle Avolia. I probably pronounced it wrong. Oh, she's a streamer?
Oh. Apparently. I'm not aware of that.
Oh. She's Latina. Her father's Mexican. Her mother is Australian.
So like, would it be mixed raced,
Yeah,
or is it like, is it a?
She is Latina by nature. By like.
Okay. I was gonna say they're either mixed race or it's just like they take the Latina and just like make that the whole like thing.
Because it says here her mother is
Australian, yeah.
Australian. So we're just gonna be safe and say Latina.
Alrighty.
The thing we checked the wiki.
Well, yeah, I think you said that earlier that they were like. I also heard through the grapevine that they were like.
She is an
But,
actress and streamer.
This makes comments weirder. I don't know. It's also like Jar, just like, bro, do you not have the forethought to like, not say something that's like weirdly and overtly sexual in nature? And, I don't want to be I don't want to be that guy, but objectify. I'll just do that for this.
Yeah, he's not only objectifying Indy, he's also hyper focused on the fact that she's a Latina.
Which is like a weird. I'll say, even if it's not a race, even if he's not a racist or objectifying, that's like a weird thing to. I always find it odd that people specify certain aspects of their character. Like, I mean, if it's what was it, the Odyssey, where like it's Helena Troy is a black woman and like she's the only black woman in the film and she's barely a part of it, I'll be like, yeah, that was an odd choice there, Chris Nolan. But like other than weird shit like that, it's like I don't normally care.
And
I don't care that I don't care about like if a character is black black or white or whatever. It's like as long as it like doesn't impede on like what the core character is, that's fine. Like I don't give a shit. Like Nick Fury in that role. So
What?
I don't know why you're denying peak. Anyway, back to what you were saying.
what should be important when it comes to casting actors in general is not their race but their talent. If they
Well,
just so
yeah, of
happen
course.
to be like a black person playing a typically white character, no one's going to give a damn except Klansman level racists
Unless
like
you're like
Jar.
yeah, unless you're media grifters or genuinely racist, no one cares.
Because everyone loves Nick Fury.
Just canonically like Samuel L. Jackson in the
Based.
comics now, at least the modern stuff which isn't uncommon for like media to do that. Like the character of Mr. Freeze, like the modern portrayal of Mr. Freeze is taken from first Batman the Animated Series. Like their depiction of it's not like uncommon for like comics to do stuff like that where a piece of media comes out that's really popular and it affects the comic medium.
Yeah, and when an adaptation is really good to the point it bleeds through into the canonical of both comic and movie depiction when they do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're Anthony Gramigula actively trying to rewrite comic history, such as the history of Wonder Woman.
Oh, good lord! I know people fall because I mean, if he gets commentary so fucking wrong, I can't imagine his actual media takes would be any fucking better if you've seen his videos responding to drama, which leads me to a hot segue. I'm getting really fucking sick and tired of people like Anthony, Skitty Bitty,
I don't know much about Skitty Bitty.
people who fucking go into the community and try to run it how and just bitch about the community even though they're not fucking a part of it and how you should do it. I'm like, unless you're fucking streaming, unless you're making content, shut the fuck up. And you're doing it in your own style.
Media reviews, kind of like commentary, is very individualistic and requires actually using your brain.
Yeah,
Again, unless you're
but most people who, unless you're him, otter commentary people. Oh yeah, Yen's recent stream, I think. I'm trying to remember the fucking guy, the Sean, like this Pause person. Can't remember his full fucking
Southpaw?
Sean Pause, I think is his name. Yeah.
Southpaw.
Yeah, that
was.
Yeah, South of Pause. Yeah, that fucking. Oh god.
Oh, it's gonna be so interesting.
It is very interesting. Yeah, like there's like a lot of lore related to him. He's kind of like a media analysis, a media consumer law cow. Is the best way to describe him. Like he used to be part, and he was like, fuck it, and then Sean Southpaws was like, I'll never forgive you for this ever. One of the old co-hosts of EFAP Wolf, where it was essentially being like, hey, where Wolf was just like, hey man, what you said about my friends is kind of effed up. Like, I don't really appreciate that. I would prefer if you stop acting like a dumbass and apologize. Apparently, his calm demeanor is traumatizing because, of course, he dated a 16-year-old when he was 20.
That I heard of.
Yeah, and even when he came forward about it, he was like, yeah, I still hold this person in like very high regard, and like, you know, I wish them the best of luck and all this other stuff. And then like, yeah,
do I just make it like age gap yaoi where it's just like younger Dante and older Leon? I just figured because I have the wrong outfit of Dante, because this is early 20s Dante outfit, not late 50s like late 40s to 50s Dante.
Yeah, yeah, whatever era of Dante you'd prefer is all I would really say.
Yeah, I'm saying fuck it, we're making Dante like a very a younger version. Just just for the lols. The sharing of CSAM. And
Yes, that did happen. So he fucking so there was a minor that sent like thigh high pics and like they had a noticeable bulge and they even specified that in the post that they sent try to prove a to try to win an argument.
that's how you auto lose an argument because why would you keep
That's how
that?
you auto come because you know they were clothed or whatever the fuck. It was either they were clothed if they or they weren't a minor when first but it doesn't matter if it's like fully clothed. If it's like a lewd, it's still considered CSAM. And spread around CSAM to try to win an argument. Fuck.
The biggest question I have is why would he keep it? Why did he have it?
Fuck, I don't fucking know. The guy it's I don't know. This is the same guy who he was in an argument with somebody and he was like, I believe that like else can't change. Which I mean, Southpaw is not wrong. Like paraphilias are you can't change it.
Is through intense ways, like chemical castration.
Yeah, chemical castration, therapy, medication to suppress the urge. Like it doesn't go away. Like if you were
And because it doesn't work, that's why pedophilia doesn't change. And that means that
yeah.
Southpaw's a fucking pedo. Because he was like
Yeah,
in
like
his 20s
he
dating a
basically
16
the moment that he said that, I was like, yeah, you kind of like you kind of like owned yourself there just by fucking no they can't change. And I mean, Southpaw ain't wrong, but no, you like he pretty much like yeah, you are a pedo. And like he never specified. I mean, the funny thing is that he like never specified that was the reason. But yeah,
Oh, like
I
pedophilia.
recommend watching the Yen stream. But I will say when Yen covers the call that Southpaw had, it's fucking like massively painful because they're like doing like debate bro shit and like semantics, and it's like, and Yen's like, this guy is a pedophile. Why are we doing this?
I'm gonna point this out in the process. Because
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
the several painful minute arguments, you dated a 16-year-old, and by your own definition, you're a pedophile. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And beat like a
You know
peanut.
what's funny? Specifically, the guy who ran the debate was friends with him. Was friends with Sal. Because I've got I got a tabs. Look at all those tabs. I got a bunch of tabs up. If I look, made.
Like, why the fuck would you, like, sorry, criticism
Yeah,
of, like,
pokery.
criticism of the debate itself is,
Like at multiple times. Well, he didn't admit. He kind of like self-reported a little bit, but he was trying to like make excuses as to like why it's not predatory, because it's like oh, I was raised in a Christian like conservative household, or my brother did it. You know, he dated a 15-year-old when he was 19, even though
he's just a pedo. He's just a pedo.
yeah yeah
Also,
and
being raised
yeah
in, like, a
like
religious, more conservative household does not make you a pedophile.
exactly. I could just send you Pokery's video because it kind of goes over
Okay,
stream
Dick.
because I've already seen it.
I have.
But
Okay,
I'll send it to
Danny
you in
edits.
DMs.
Danny edits. I need to arrange that live stream with Duplex. So I can do that.
Hell, definitely when Southpaw, I think it was right after Pokery said that fucking Southpaw's brother, like, well, then your brother would be a pedophile. Like, you could, like, Southpaw immediately started to, like, get really mad and scream a little bit more. He's getting pretty upset.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Maybe because he knew what he was saying was bullshit.
But yeah, there was a point where like attacking himself. Yeah, like I said that earlier. It was Pokery basically saying, you know, like, hey, I believe pedophiles can change, and then as SP was like, no, that just can't be that can't be possible. Like, come. Like, Pokery's points were a little bit fucking dumb. I will say that. They're like, if Southpaw was smarter, or if anybody else in that group was smarter, they'd be able to be like, well, wait a minute, you'd be inconsistent. Like, why are you calling this guy a pedophile if these are the definitions you're going for? Because they were doing fucking gay semantics and debate pedophilia.
Minors under the age of majority.
Yeah, exactly.
As an adult.
And despite like this, and it's funny because I was gonna say this earlier. Despite everybody in that Southpaw just like kept shooting himself in the foot constantly because he was like way too overly fucking emotional. It was probably the one thing that completely killed him, and that it was just his points were really fucking stupid. That whole conversation was really dumb.
He was sharing CSAM.
I think that happened a little bit later. It's all in the video I sent you. It's in DMs.
Like, it's stupid. It's so stupid. That debate, like,
I know.
I can't even call it a debate because debates are a lot more organized. Like, the debate between Ace and Ant is more of a debate than that fucking call.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, well, the thing is that from the onset, I feel like that call was kind of like, because everybody was against Pokery. Like, I think there were like, it was SP, Pokery, and like one moderator who was barely moderating, 4 other people. I think 3 or 4 other people, and a lot of them were kind of against Pokery. Like, it was basically like
They had a hate
one. It was basically a 1v5 or 4, but like SP completely destroyed himself. Like, even with that, so it was kind of like they wanted to corner Pokery, but they completely failed. Even though Pokery had a lot of dumb moments in that conversation, they still ended up losing.
Everyone was fucking stupid in that call.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't think anybody would deny that. But yeah. Jeez.
You mean to tell me
Then
that these idiots had a call? Like, genuinely had a call. And
but the pedophile.
the pedophile, it still tried to jump the guy who's like, yeah, it's pedophilic for a 20-year-old to date a 16-year-old.
Yeah, and then not really like, and the way that Southpaw was kind of like his nonchalant answers and trying to justify like his actions. Like, the moment he did that, well, I was like, yeah. Like, despite the fact that they went through like all the definitions, like dictionary, DSM, and all that other shit, where I think it's the DSM registers, like, I think it's like they have to be 5, like it has to be like a 5-year age gap for it to be pedophilic. And they went through that, and like some of them were kind of like getting him on Pokery with that, where it's like, well, he wouldn't be classified like under the DSM. Oh, what?
Well, my iPad died.
Oh, damn.
So what we're gonna do while we wait to recharge it and resume the Yowie, we're going to just make the little video screen up.
Yeah. But like I was saying, I find it funny that that despite like going through the DSM definitions, not only did no one like say, well, he wouldn't be a pedo because it's like the DSM suggests like relationships between like minors and adult, like for pedophilic attractions, it's got to be like 5 years according to the DSM. And like, not only did nobody like really fucking corner pokery on that because they weren't because they were all fucking stupid. Like Southpaw was basically like trying to explain why his relationship, trying to normalize it. He was trying to normalize it. His relationship with the 16-year-old when he was 20. Which, I mean, my whole thing is, even if you don't consider it pedophilic, which I do, if you fucking normalize it, you're a fucking pedo. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, come on. Like, yeah, you're fucking creepy.
Are we sure?
Like, even if it wasn't for the CP, you'd be a pedophile based off that.
Important question: has Southpaw been to Little St. James?
I don't fucking know.
He has to be on
I
the
don't know,
list.
and I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I mean, if Southpaw, if Southpaw is on the list, but not Elon, that's funny. Right? Southpaw's more likable amongst pedos than Elon. Yeah, that whole conclusion, Southpaw's a pedo bottom text.
I went ahead and just DM duplex about the stream Danny edits and chat is asking about.
They'll probably come later down the pipeline at some point.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a charity stream. Yeah, we're gonna see whose dick is actually bigger, Dante or Virgil's, to raise money for blood.
Well, that's what we should have done for the Valentine's Day streams. We should have
Like charity streams.
We should have donated the
Avon.
blood-soaked twink.
The blood.
Yeah, the twink of that is Avon. Yeah.
For like, goal is just a small $100.
Yeah, you're not expecting anything like majorly big.
Even if
it's
it's like
the size
a
of your
bit,
channel.
$100 for like cancer research and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if it's successful, I can do more Tiltify campaigns. Like I can do some for domestic violence, soldiers. I can do some all that good stuff. And hopefully by the time next stream comes around, my shit won't be.
I swear, one of these days you'll actually have a. There's no nothing. Oh my god, you're coming up there in the world channel. You're gonna get those like types of jokes from like people in your audience or whatever.
Streamers always have stuff. It's like the natural.
That is. I mean, sometimes it's accidental. I was watching like a Shabu stream. He was gonna cover a big Bungie video, and then the moment on Grums, and the moment he started watching it, YouTube terminated. I think it was community guidelines. It got taken down. I don't know if it's copyrighted. No, it said violence on his fucking website or whatever big PayHip or fucking whatever Gumroad. I think it's Gumroad. Yeah. But I thought that was really funny. That'd be a time thing.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure tomorrow after a certain time I have to go to work at my IRL job. DFE'd.
I did see that. I think because occasionally I go on your Tumblr, I did see that they DFE.
What's even funnier is that right before he DFE'd, he was doing an art stream, right?
Yeah.
The drama with Mage the Coinless. And that drama is Isaac and Vlad wasn't traced, by the way.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that too. That was posted in your server. Yeah, I remember that.
He doesn't have his like mic on, but he types in chat that he has proof, and then everything gets quiet. The stream buffers,
Yeah.
and the stream turns off.
Wait.
I don't think he did. I think he realized that his Discord token was like his Discord was logging into it, so he was like bluffing to buy himself enough time to
Well,
turn
no,
off
if you said he
stream.
used his Discord token and then he immediately DFE'd, like it feels like he accidentally showed his Discord token on stream.
Here's the thing: I
And
was
then
watching
it was like I feel like that would be a little bit more make more sense. I mean,
because the
it
cheat and I
like
saw it wasn't like his token was showing on stream. It was showing like a little window of him logging into Discord, just like on his Clip Studio because he had Clip Studio open,
yeah.
and it just stayed like that for like several minutes. Then it began to like load, and my Wi-Fi buffering. I'm like, God damn it! Can my internet not shut itself?
No.
Then like, and then someone in like the Isaac server was like, Isaac rage quit the stream, and I'm like, what? So I reload my tab. He's no longer live,
Mm.
and the total runtime of the stream was 30 minutes.
Yeah, they must. So yeah, I mean, I feel like either could have been possible because you can't prove any claim that you made. I mean, most of the time, if not all the time, they can't.
What's
So
funny is
it's kind of like
around the same time I had made a post saying, "Hey, I gotta slow down with the streams a little while. Uh, my computer's deciding to hate me. Blah blah blah." Isaac makes a similar post. Like he said he had computer issues because the computer
hmm.
was old. I had
Well, I mean,
also like disclosed multiple times that my computer, for some reason,
okay.
I am the least interesting person in the world. When I post random
I
shit.
mean, if that's the case, it's like for me, it's like I would need like kind of a little bit more hard evidence. But
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
it's
knowing Isaac from the little that I've seen, they have a weird fucking like hatred for you that just feels like projection in a lot of it. Like a lot of the stuff that they accuse you of doing is stuff that they
that that I also called them a Make a Wish kid to their face. Um, Hinu
dude, I've
Caillou,
heard fucker, I've heard worse.
and it was like to his face. It
That's
wasn't
like
even on stream. I think it's because of, and this is just spirit. And
how so?
okay, to kind of explain, later on, he like fired up a stream the same day, which is insane. And he he like the reason why he was like even timed out in my chat is because he was harping on the watch
Well,
my
you
video, watch
time.
my video. Yeah, I timed him
Yeah,
out
he
for
was
like
like,
the rest of the stream because he was getting annoying.
uh,
And I even stated, hey,
like so, like, was he spamming? Was he spamming?
he was spazzing out in the chat.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, personally, when it comes to like people who, I mean, I have a different. I kind of have a basic standard that like a lot of other people say when it comes to like like timing out people or just like banning them. It's like if you dox, like you're out of here. But like, I normally don't really care what people say in the chat. But yeah, I mean, if it was like it's your fucking stream, like at the end of the day, it's your stream. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Oh
So I'm
no,
not
I
gonna
timed
like
him
judge
out
you
because stuff first. And I was looking at Hanaji's.
like fucker. I can fucking do my docket how I want to do my docket. Like, don't
I
like it,
even
forgive
told
me. I don't
him,
care.
hey, I'm not looking at your stuff first, but I'm still gonna look at it. Calm down. Before like really getting into it, because I did get around to like watching his stuff. because it showed like barely censored art, and I'm like, yeah, the censor bar needs to be bigger.
More believe you.
The mic was ass.
Anyway. Oh, okay. Anyway.
So, warning there if you're gonna watch the Pony Hell Saga. That's what I'm calling it.
Okay.
But
yeah.
it was brought up in Hanachi's video. And Isaac, in his stream, because please note, I don't mention the coffin of Andy and Leylay very early. Isaac also brings up the coffin of Andy and Leylay and was trying to say, oh, you're pro-ship just like me. You're a hypocrite because you like this dark comedy game that has incest.
Yeah, like the fuck. Yeah, that's fucking weird.
He also tried bringing up like boyfriend to death as like a bad thing. I'm like, okay, dude.
It would really be like something that it's literally a litmus test. Like, are you okay with the violence that is portrayed, or like the type of game that it is? I mean, personally, from the little bit that I've seen of it, I don't really care.
Isaac was looking at it from this really narrow lens of, oh, if you like this dark stuff that has these like the stuff in it, then you're a person.
Certain stuff. Yeah.
Either or. It's shipping discourse on the internet. I don't give a fuck.
Which is gay.
It's gay.
Gay.
And stupid. I think the pro-ship, anti-ship argument is fucking small children. You have minors and adults in the same spaces. Turning around and, like, causing, like, bodily harm to, like, one another. Over whether or not this one ship is, like, something good. Like, I'm gonna use killing stalking. I'm gonna use killing stalking as, like, a thing. Because killing stalking is banned, from what I recall. But I want to point it out because, as, like, an example of how intense the, thing would get.
Shipping discourses, yeah.
Some people will, like, straight up
while
say,
you do that, I'm gonna go take a piss.
Okay, go take a piss. Goes and makes piss. I'm just gonna explain this a little bit. If people, like, got their hands on killing stalking, they would straight up be, like, trying to say that, one of the killing stalking characters Yunbum. They would try and say that Yunbum is a child because he looks, saying that you're pro-shipper if you're a pro-shipper if you like Yunbum because he's a stalker. You ascribe that as, like, you as a person? Like, if you just so happen to like it. And you like this one game is very stupid. It's stupid. Because you can like certain media and not have it be your entire personality. It could just be something you like. For me, I love Boyfriend to Death. You know what I also like? I like, this one game. I need to, like, look it up again. It's called Misfiction. Yeah, it's Misfiction. Misfiction's like a comedy yaoi game. Right. Like, if you're, like, in, like, certain internet communities and you're like, oh, I like this one thing. It's quite literally the, oh, I like pancakes. So you hate waffles? No, I just really like pancakes.
I like pancakes. Oh, you hate waffles? You're a fucking pedophile rapist.
Exactly. And that's not even touching the fact that pro shippers, whenever they're touching Like, we can tie this back into media reviewers. A lot of ended bear,
Bro.
or in this case, or in another case where like Anthony Gramigula, like the one video where he's saying every superhero is gay. When guy who's like really into femdoms, apparently, doesn't mean he was queer. Doesn't mean you are letting your bias.
Then Wonder Woman was he was like, oh yes, Wonder Woman would be even hotter if she was a lesbian.
No,
I mean,
he doesn't even
hot
like.
take. If she was a lesbian, it would be like the dynamic between Catra and She-Ra and the fucking She-Ra show on Netflix.
I mean,
Enemies to lovers.
it would kind of be like that. England primarily full of women.
I think predominantly full of women.
Yeah, predominantly
or at least
women.
like when she's raised. Yeah, like, and in the movie, the first.
And like so many variations of Batman that are like all valid. I mean, most of them are valid.
Yeah, it's about to say most of them. You've got some that are no, definitely.
They're
Cough cough, the one Hugbees video where he went over that one Batman comic series. Cough cough. Edgy, like Daddy by Corn, fucking edgiest shit you've ever read.
or like the pregnant.
Yeah, the movie. Fuck. Yeah, it was just sex. I can't fucking believe they had Tara Strong say that fucking line with full like confidence. Jesus Christ. Fucking leaves a sour taste in my mouth.
And like the concept of Batman like cucking his own son.
Shit between Batman and like Batgirl is just wrong in a lot of ways to me. It's just like because it's basically like their entire relationship is work related. It's like Batgirl is Barbara Gordon,
who's also Oracle.
like yes. 50 Shades of Grey. It's like, it's shit like that. Like I do not need to see your cringy Batman fan fiction be real. Don't need that.
And here's the thing, Al Ghul, which
yeah,
interesting.
which yeah, if you ever read Damian Wayne, yeah, it's very fucking grim.
I watched like the Court of Owls like movie as well as the one with Deathstroke, where he just like obliterates Ra's al Ghul.
Exactly.
It causes like overkill. Not every adaptation is going to be the same. We had literally everyone who's like the same aisle as Quarter Pounder freaking out over pink kryptonite, and Superman for a temporary amount of time becoming very fruity and kissing a dude.
Oh yeah. Apparently that's a step too far.
It's too far. He took the symbol of the American dream. That same symbol, by the way, that they'll try and say be like anti-immigrant with, despite him actually being an immigrant, technically.
I mean, yeah, he is. So technically, maybe later on when he's an adult, but yeah, he comes to Earth as a literal alien. But
the most
fuck
American
that
messaging
shit.
is like
Apparently.
loving beyond yourself. And
I mean, even then, his motto keeps changing. Like, but it's the first two have always been consistent. It's just the third one that keeps changing.
I wonder
So
why.
it's just I don't know how you bitch about it other than but you mentioned it's funny that you mentioned that like They had, I think it was, yeah, Geeks and Gamers. They had Zack Snyder on their show because they fucking hate James Gunn so much. They got Zack Snyder because he was the primary guy who did the whole DCEU, like the first iteration. So they got him to be on their show to support his new film and like shit on be like as a fuck you to James Gunn. Fucking Zack Snyder says, yeah, I'm taking away my specific donation to this charity that you guys are doing because there's a lot of Asian hate going on in your chat and on your channels. Like just dissing them in the same on their fucking interview. And then I don't know, and then I think the guys afterwards was like, yeah, fuck Zack Snyder. That guy's a piece of shit. I'm like, you fucking lying cunts. You were completely okay with Zack until he deny it that their audience is the predominant of their audience is filled with hate. But even if you're not gonna say that all of them are, at least some of them are. And you don't fucking moderate your chats. So it's like when people like Zack see that shit and they're like, yeah, I'm not fucking cool with that. Piss off. I find that hilarious.
Yeah, because it goes against a lot of his beliefs and a lot of the canonical beliefs of a lot of the superheroes they like.
Yeah.
And Anthony Garmicula's video got so bad that he purposely misquoted Stanley.
Oh. Of course. How could you not?
When you look at the full quote, that's not what was said.
Yeah, what did Ant say exactly?
Hang on,
If
we're
you
going on a
remember
detour, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. I gotta pull up the
Yeah.
Anthony Garmicula video. I know. I gotta torture you now.
Oh, good God. They get to I mean, just listening to his voice, oh.
I was watching a video that went over the obsession drama. And the second I heard, yeah, I'm friends with Anthony Garmicula, I'm like, nope. Be gone.
Yeah, nope. Oh, God.
And it's not for hate or anything.
I'm not gonna be the type of guy who does guilt by association, but I mean let's be fucking for real. A lot of these people do that with their critics. And
Anthony Garmicula is such
there are instances where they do know a lot more about those specific people, like with Ant and Noah. So it's yeah, I will do, because you not only are you it's not just the association, it's you're also defending these people.
He defended not just this, where it looks like he's getting ready to stab Remnant in the back with a pencil. Because here's the thing. There's this wonderful concept called thumbnailing. When you're doing commissions.
Yeah. Thumbnail art, yeah.
Meaning Anthony Garmicula had to have asked specifically for it to look like this. Hang on, I'm gonna mute.
Yeah. I don't get I don't understand his whole hatred of Remnant, because Remnant's a fairly chill dude. You hear him in interviews, especially you hear him on K-Hawk Cast, he's relatively chill. I can't imagine hating him. Or trying to paint him as this malicious guy. It's weird to me. When I feel a lot of his criticisms towards Ant were pretty damn valid.
Sorry about that.
That's whatever.
But when you're like doing a commission, I even do this. Is I make sure like the pose is okay with the client. Meaning, throughout the entire commission process, to get this thumbnail together, Anthony's like, yeah, I'm okay with you depicting me like this. Yes. Like, no revisions for like the pose. It was obvious. Who did the thumbnail for this, actually?
Probably be the same artist who did a lot of his other. No.
Thumbnail by Crimson Ender. Where can I find Crimson Ender's commissions?
That was another thing too. Yeah, that was his initial criticism. Was like, not all left-wing art is mentally ill, which I don't even think like that was Remnant's fucking point.
Remnant said it looked mentally ill, not that it was mentally ill.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, honestly, the biggest issue I have with left-wing art is that they take minimalism and make it lazy. That's like the biggest issue I have. It's one thing if you're doing minimalistic art. It's another thing when you're doing minimalism to a fault, like as a crutch for shit art. And I've seen it. I've seen some of the art. I think some of it's ass, and I definitely think it can be criticizable. But yeah, like fucking Remnant didn't call it mentally ill. Maybe some of it was, but not all of it.
Okay, I'm gonna
like.
Oh, it just logged me out. Yeah.
And it wasn't it wasn't a statement that Remnant fucking made. That was just like Anthony being dishonest.
Oh, I forgot I'm not like logged in on this browser because it's my streaming browser.
And also that fucking Ace debate makes him look really fucking stupid. I think the point that really made me like grind my gears was like when he said, "Oh, I don't really look into certain things," or whatever the fuck he said.
Okay, here's the commission information.
Oh, why are we showing this?
Because it's important.
Like important, like how?
Hey,
like,
let's see. Okay, it would be a full piece, which is $120, fully customized piece with a pose, style, and details of client's choosing. Ship art includes an additional subject at no extra charge. The thumbnail for this video would be a two-character.
So are we talking about pricing?
Yes.
Is that what
I'm trying to guesstimate the price.
Okay.
Okay, they're all rendered.
I just find the thumbnail to be kind of goofy, and it's just odd because it's like it's to Remnant. It's like Remnant is like relatively like peaceful.
So it's
he's a peaceful NPC. Why are you murdering him like you're doing the Undertale genocide route, my guy?
He's okay. So Ant would have paid 120 plus $20 for background, an additional character for 30.
So like nearly $200.
So $50, 120. Because extra character and background would be $20. They don't do complicated background. He doesn't really do complicated backgrounds. It says right here. Won't do complicated backgrounds right here.
Yeah.
You've got Anthony right here. Huh.
Hmm.
Why is my mom calling again? Hang on.
Yeah. I don't know. This is for me. I just kind of find the art to be. I find all of his drama videos to just be on because it's like you're not like a drama guy. You're clearly not a drama guy. You're not like clued into everything, and you just make a bunch of sweeping statements that you can't really back up with any type of fucking evidence. And fuck, I'd have to. I'd have to read. I don't know if this was in the Ace debate, but I swear to God, it was like a claim like. It was like they were in an argument, and like Anthony said something that was really fucking damning, where it's like, fucking, I, where it felt like Anthony was like not really looking into everything, and he was just making blanket statements or some shit. I'd have to fucking rewatch that debate. It's been so long, so I can't really back up what I'm saying with like as truth, but I swear there's a point in that fucking stream where I go, why should anybody fucking take you seriously? Like you are a fucking joke. Like you just suck. Jesus. By the way, Gray's out. I got a phone call, so I get to entertain you for a little bit. But hope y'all guys are doing having a great day. I don't know why they brought up the commission thing, but I mean, if Ant paid nearly $200 for that thing,
My mom
sing us
has
a
me
song.
up the
No.
wall because she somehow lost her ID, which means, yeah, it will probably affect whether or not we have the DMC dick measuring live stream charity event.
Yeah.
Like it's
We
gotten
could
to the
talk
point
about
that
a
like
duplex for reach.
I'm gonna have to
Huh?
see if I can change it if we can't find it because
Yeah.
my mom's gonna just drag me to the DMV with her.
Yeah, quick question. Why did we bring up their commission stuff? Was it just to get pricing, or was it to make a point? Because if
It's
there's
to
no
make a
point to this, I don't
point
see.
because
Okay, what's the point exactly?
a lot of the commissions you do, like when you're doing commissions, there's something called revision clauses where you have a set number of revisions are offered. It's part of the terms of service, which I can't really get my hands on. So what's the next best thing? Their commission information itself.
So are you saying so you're talking about revisions?
Yeah,
Are you saying that stuff needed to like be revised with the
I'm
thumbnail? Like, I don't know what
saying
you're trying to get at.
Anthony had this the way it is on purpose, and he lied about it because
Well, was he like? Was his whole goal like not to be malicious? Like, I don't know what his whole goal with that fucking video was.
he kept making excuses for the thumbnail in his rebuttal
Oh,
to here. He said, "Oh, it's not me getting ready to kill you." when it quite literally is. Remnant
Yeah, you like,
is posed in a way where you
huh?
can't see Anthony coming, and Anthony is
Yeah.
shaking it behind him
Okay,
with the
that makes.
pencil.
I'm glad you stated that, because yeah, like, why the fuck are you throwing? Why are you saying, "Oh, that wasn't like that. It's my artist." Like, why are you throwing your fucking thumbnail artist under the bus like that? Like, what? That's some utterly Noah Maxing right there.
We're gonna
Like, what
get
the
to this
fuck?
one
Are you for real?
because
Like, come on, dude.
if it
Like, you
wasn't
clearly
by
made. If
design,
you commissioned them or they made artwork for you for free, like, if they made artwork for them for free or like they commissioned them, it doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, like, you want your art. You lie and say, "Oh, it wasn't me who did that thumbnail. It was my artist." But like, you would have
I
to
gotta
fucking
find it.
approve of the artist's fucking thumbnail, you idiot, dumbass. Like, what the? This guy sucks. Like, fucking. Like, he lies about fucking everything. He's just a habitual liar. Like, Jesus fuck.
Here, let's play
He
this segment.
sucks.
Start with the video, shall we? He starts with him in a segment alone in a room. To do that to you. The first relevant criticism is the thumbnail for my original video.
Oh boy. So a few weeks ago, Anthony Gramuglia made a video on me called No, Left-Wing Art is Not Mentally Ill. A response to Remnant 777. Which is really funny, because here he is to debunk the narrative that the left can't take criticism, and that they aren't mentally ill. And to prove the left's mental stability, he hired a thumbnail artist to draw himself getting ready to stab me. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know whose point he's trying to prove with that one.
And, no, Remnant, that's not a stabbing motion. Not even close. You see, the thumbnail is actually making fun of the fact you overuse AI art.
Like these drawings come out of a factory, they all look the same, they all have the exact same themes, the same color designs, the same...
I was just making fun of you for using AI art in your video. I'm not getting ready to stab you. As you look like you're about to stab a man with a pencil.
Dude, I don't even fucking. Why would you
I'm a
fucking
horror
lie
artist.
about that shit?
I'm a
Or why
horror
the
artist.
fuck would you even
Do
phrase
not
it that way?
insult me with this, Anthony. Do not
Like,
insult me.
bro, are
I
you
know what
Do
stabbing
you think we're
looks like.
stupid?
That's the key. Anthony is
why the
banking on the
fuck?
fact that his audience is fucking stupid and doesn't use their eyes. That is a stabbing motion. I'm a horror artist. I
Yeah,
currently have commissions
You
open.
think?
Stabbing
Do
is
you
an
think?
act within horror.
I
And
mean, yeah. What? He's even covered in shadows. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, why the fuck? Come on.
Porter Poner.
Come on. Why would you fucking feel the need to like try to say, "Oh, it's not that," when it clearly fucking is? Dishonest fuck. Jesus Christ, he sucks. He
Because
just
part of
fucking
the
sucks.
commission process is figuring out the poses during the sketch phase. In sketch phase is your foundation you can build off of. You go upwards and upwards and upwards and upwards until it's a complete piece. If it's supposed to look like this by design and it's an error on the artist, you asked the artist you work with, Crimson Ender, to
Yeah, if
make
it was a commission,
so
or you told it, or you went to this art, or even if it was a commission, or they made it for free, you told this artist, "Hey, I want it like this. I want this thumbnail like this." Unless Crimson's willing to confirm, like, "Oh no, that was me." But why the fuck would they? I don't know
the
why they
credits
do
in the
that.
video
That
are
just
for
sounds super
Crimson
fucking
Ender.
dumb. Yeah. Well, I'm saying if Crimson themselves went out and said, "Hey, yeah, I drew it this specific way. That wasn't the intention," and I'd be like, what did you think it was?"
It's
if they
also
did that shit.
not just trying to insult the audience. It's also trying to paint a picture of the artist you're working with as incompetent, which is going to affect Crim's income.
Well, no, I wouldn't even say that. I feel like if they're blaming their artists, they're just kind of they're like I said, they're utterly Noah
Misshapen
Maxing. They're throwing their artist under the bus,
Yeah.
which is
faces,
shit.
the uncanny look to it.
And
Like,
saying
fuck
that
you.
all leftist art looks like it's made in
Your
a
artist doesn't
factory.
deserve that.
Yeah. Krim
Like,
doesn't.
you clearly made that conscious choice to fucking make that thumbnail the way that you did. Like,
Or to ask for the
you suck.
thumbnail in the way that it's presented. Because
Exactly.
here's the thing, we're gonna go back to the thumbnail.
It's not like they did it themselves. I mean, if that was the case, if you did it themselves and you accepted it, that you'd also just look like a fucking idiot.
We're gonna
Because you clearly didn't look at the context of what that fucking image was supposed to be if that was the case.
break
Which I don't
down
fucking
the
believe.
thumbnail a little bit.
I thought we
A
already
lot
did
of it
that.
is just the pose that I've been on. I'm not factoring other things like lighting, shading, all that. Now,
But no, like it clearly looks like they're about to like stab him with Remnant not even knowing.
yeah,
Like that's what the thumbnail looks like.
it's Remnant.
Which is fine. There's
Ooh.
nothing wrong with a thumbnail, but like, why the fuck would you feel the need to lie about a thumbnail? Like, that's how you know, like, fucking Anthony's just a habitual liar. Because it's like, if you're gonna lie about a fucking thumbnail, you're willing to lie about anything.
Yeah, and what you gotta be careful with when you're talking about people is how you depict them in the thumbnail. The thumbnails are meant to be eye-catching. They're meant to grab the attention of potential viewers, so on and so forth. But the composition of it is not looking good for Anthony. Because the way he's holding the pencil is at a upward angle aiming downward, which if he's
Which is
right
the knife,
behind,
which is the same notion as like a knife. Yeah.
it's the same motion as a knife. He's cloaked in shadow, meaning he's purposely trying not to be spotted.
Yeah. Like.
It is an attack.
It's again, I have said it multiple times. Why the fuck would you lie about your thumbnail and the art? Like, come on.
The reason
suck.
why I think
Fuck
he would
this
lie
guy.
is because if anyone saw this for what it was, they would have condemned him and go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Why would you want this? And trying to, even just slightly, even if it's like interpretation, blaming it on like Krim a little bit. Because if it's not supposed to be the intention of the piece, then that means like Krim took the liberties you didn't
Yeah.
want. And
Yeah,
when you're
exactly.
being given something you did not ask for, that is scamming. And you're kind of
Yeah, that would be like
unintentionally
that. Your
implying-
artist would be in the wrong if that is the case. Like your artist wrong thing, but you like it. But for me, it would be like if you recognize that later, like either A, you're fucking dumb and you didn't see it as you didn't see it as a bad thing, or B, you were completely okay with it until you looked at it and until you needed to make a fucking retarded point in your fucking follow-up video. Like, ugh, I don't know. Either way, you're so stupid. Like,
My issue is this will potentially look bad on Krim. Because Krim is an artist. A lot of its commissions are priced the way they
Maybe.
are to help with things like bills and paying for stuff like groceries, maybe fun stuff. What you're doing, I know I'm like addressing Anthony when I say this. When you're a commissioner and you get what you asked for, because Anthony was like paying Krim around $170.
Well, let's not even talk about payment. Let's just say that they asked Krim. Let's not talk about payment. Let's say just they asked Grimm to do this for them. I'm assuming they're doing a lot of their art. So unless Anthony has a shitload of money, which I doubt,
Sai
let's
made
just
a
say that
full
Krim
stream
is doing
talking
this
about
all free. Let's just for Anthony because they're good friends. Let's just say they're doing it for free, and maybe Ant's paying them, like giving them a tip or whatever. Let's just say that they're doing it primarily just for free. Let's just say that.
yeah.
But not much every time.
Yeah. But
Because we don't know the nature of their we don't know the nature of their partnership too.
Yeah.
You have to take that into consideration.
But I do want to add, if they have a type of partnership where Krim is financially benefiting off the views the video gets, then that's also gonna look bad. Because what's really important is how Remnant saw this, because he's the main subject of the piece in a video about him. If he feels like Anthony was depicted to stab him, that's what's important. Not the intention of the person who asked for the thumbnail to be made. Not the artist, but the person that the art is about.
Yeah.
And it feels like an attempt to gaslight Rem by saying, "Oh no, you're crazy. That's not what this depicts."
Yeah, maybe it. Again, it just
It's
kind
very
of like
gaslighty if it's not gaslighting. It's gross.
yeah. I guess it would depend on intent, maybe. Cause I don't really know. My whole fucking my whole thing is just why the fuck are you? Why the fuck do you feel the need to be like, nah, that's not this isn't the case. The specific art. When obviously this is do you think that everyone is that fucking stupid? Not even just your audience, just everyone in general. Do you think that they're that fucking dumb? Come on, dude.
Given how a lot of his media takes are hot ass anyway, I can only assume that he views his audience as being dumber than they actually are.
Yeah.
It's why I've said this privately, but I'm gonna say it publicly. If Anthony even touched Devil May Cry with a 5-foot pole, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Because he tried to ascribe certain ideals that were never depicted. It's why I don't like Manga Kamen, other than the stuff he did while he was a SCC ACC creator. It's his takes on Devil May Cry. Because he never once touches on a potential aspect of the games that was also depicted in the show. And it's the fact that, and this is gonna be a controversial take, that Virgil was groomed. Because it's more overtly shown within the anime adaptation done by Netflix in a way that conveys it where people recognize it more. But in the games and the Visions of V manga, it shows it in a different way, where Virgil's an adult getting groomed. Because adults can be groomed. That's why we have cults. Because it's preying on vulnerability. But the way Manga Kamen talks about Virgil is very, oh, he's not X, Y, and Z. And then jokes about the 2013 remake, when the closest Virgil he's ever gonna get to it. Like, the Virgil he has in his head is the one from 2013. Like, this power thirsty, neglected, abandoned child. That's more in line with DMC Virgil, because DMC Virgil, when you look at the Virgil's Downfall DLC, because it's gonna be, of course, told from his perspective, and not only is it like, hang on, Virgil's Downfall DLC screenshots. Where's the cutscene? Where's like the really pretty cutscene animations? I know you're in here, you motherfucker. Because it's depicted, yeah, here. The way it's drawn in the background, not this weirdo right here. Right here, it's very black and white, which is very reflective of his mindset, where everything is more black and white. And he has some dialogue in the game with his mom, talking about a little bit of his upbringing. And
I like how we went from Anthony to Grimiglia to Carbon Rider.
Manga Common. No.
Kind of manga comments, sorry. Jeez.
Virgil.
Yeah.
DMC.
They fundamentally don't understand, like, the media that they talk about. Kind of very similar to Anthony, where it's just like, you just get shit wrong on the daily. And then when people criticize you, you have the balls to... That's probably the worst thing that you could that's honestly the biggest issue I have, is just how overly fucking defensive they are. I'm like, dude, you're just objective fucking gay little videos on the internet. Who cares?
Right here. I found it. It's like 15 minutes in. Virgil's Downfall is not even a long game expansion, but there's dialogue specifically here that I want to point out.
Virgil, I'm so glad you're here. I thought I would never see you again.
She's genuinely happy to see him. But watch how he interacts with her.
Virgil? Virgil? What's happened?
He's dead.
How?
It was me.
What?
I killed him.
You killed him? How could you? He was your brother.
He was your favorite. I could never be like him. Always waiting in his shadow, always second best. Well, not anymore.
I always loved you equally. You saved me from this to break my heart. Why? Look at me, Virgil!
I'm here to say goodbye.
What have you become? We gave you power, and you used it to kill. After everything we taught you.
Everything you taught me was wrong. All you gave me was power, nothing else.
I brought you into this world, gave you love. Doesn't that mean anything to you? Where's your heart?
I no longer have one, Mother.
Okay, I'm only playing that much, but it's very telling how Virgil sees things versus how his own mother sees it. He thinks she never loved him. And you don't see much of her. But specifically, he is telling her, I killed my brother because you had a favorite. And please note, it was never stated if there was a favorite or not. The dad's just like fucked off, pretty much, from the story. Like, the story even dismisses him as, yeah, he's in like a part of hell he's never getting out of, so he's pretty much dead. But so is she. And the fact that they're even having this conversation is kind of important, and something that both manga common and, let's say this, Anthony Gramiglia will never quite understand when it comes to media, is the media kind of tells you outright sometimes through how the characters react to certain things. Virgil feels inferior to his brother, like his brother was loved more, given more. And what Virgil was never quite given in specifically DMC was his mother's love. Because Dante has fond memories of his mother. Pretty much the story surrounds her more and her interactions with Dante. We don't get to see much of Virgil's interaction with her. And the fact that she's like, I love you equally. We, and by we, she's meaning both herself and Dante and Virgil's mother. Like, father, sorry. Because they were raised to a certain point. Like, they were little kids. Not like toddlers. But like old enough to understand like some things. So depending on like how long Eve was alive after she gave birth, it's never quite specified, but a lot of Virgil's internalized, like a lot of this stuff that fuels like his specific dialogue with her, it comes from genuinely feeling he was neglected, genuinely feeling like he was abandoned when he needed his mom the most. And this is more in line with what manga common's interpretation of Virgil is. Because Virgil is a lot more nuanced than either party would reasonably see. Because, and I'm just gonna say this, Eve and Sparta were not perfect parents, but they were trying. You have Sparta, who kind of, the narrative in pretty much every Devil May Cry game just doesn't give a flying fuck about. But the way Eve is specifically depicted in this game specifically, is she's referred to as the whore. Sparta's whore. Not Sparta's. I'm going to mute myself. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, welcome back.
Unfortunately, the ID has not been found, so
Okay.
I'm gonna have to message Duplex later and see if like next week they have any time. If they have any time. But sadly, I'm gonna have to head off because work.
Oh yeah, of course. Um, it was nice talking to you.
was nice
I hope
talking to you.
everybody had a delicious, delectable, and delightful stream.
Hopefully everyone understood what I was trying to say.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think you kind of got a little bit long in the tooth, but like essentially, Anthony and most media people who cover media don't really fucking understand what the fuck they're talking about and don't
Yeah.
really look into shit. And they'll lie when it's convenient for them. Definitely Anthony, and I guess Carmen too. Definitely.
Yeah, manga Carmen and Anthony respectively. And
I keep
since
thinking Carmen Rider when it's manga common.
two different people.
Manga common. Carmen. Ugh,
One's
fucking names are too goddamn similar. I'll
really,
figure it out one day.
yeah. One depicts themselves like a little sprite, FNF sprite, while the other like persona, like a persona character. If that helps.
Okay. Yeah.
Fortunately, since the iPad
Yeah.
didn't charge all the way, we'll do more art next week. Maybe I'll stream for more than just 2 days out of the week.
Yeah. By the way, the only reason I was able to get on here was because I had a very early work day. And you fired up another stream. I'm like, yes. I'll see if this works and doesn't buffer your stream to hell.
Yeah.
But I don't think it did but then again, I've been looking at other stuff in the background, so
I'm gonna have to adjust the settings to OBS in a little bit.
yeah, you'll
Later,
figure
probably later.
this out. This is like the second time you've done this, so and also given that you're in a new living space for a little bit, it's also going to take you a little while to figure out how that shit works and functions. So but I'm gonna tell you, once you get your own place and your own PC, there's no scuff. People are gonna make those jokes. Me being one of them.
Oh, we're already in the new place.
Oh yeah. Well, I meant like specifically a place to yourself.
A place that's
more or less,
really
with like
a lot more settled
that's
in.
fitted to your liking. Yeah, fitting to your liking. Yeah, and shit like that.
Either way, I'm gonna play some ending music. Thank you for coming on, Francis.
Oh, no problem. If you need me for anything, just
I can always hit
either
you
I'll
up.
say something or most of the time I haven't been able to, like, just because of work and shit. But yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
understand that.
we still need to talk. We haven't really got to talk about the 1 year stuff, but honestly, that's not really that important anymore, given that Netherless and Bada did settle things out.
Yeah.
And really, the only takeaway is that the accusations of Netherless doing predatory behavior is a lot of is complete bullshit. Like the one claim that fucking Bada made that was actually kind of like that would be damning was complete bullshit. If anything, you would say that it's just reckless. Which, if anyone doesn't know, it's them. It was Nier and a minor who I think was 17 at the time, like having a French kiss, and it was during a D&D sesh. Like it's literally nothing.
Literally nothing. But
is really fucking gay.
On Twitch, I'm going to.
Yeah, Bada and Nier did reconcile and like squash the beef. So no real reason to talk about it between the two of us. But yeah.
Yeah. On Twitch, I'm just going to rate whatever Twitch viewers I have. Hi. By the way, into Safi. See if I can do that.
Yeah, you stream on Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah. I'm gonna hide my screen so I can do that. Because it's gonna take me a minute to figure it out.
No. While you do that, you have a good day. I'll see you later.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Boy. And for everyone viewing on Twitch, I'm going to raid you into Safinyam. My channel. And what we're going to do is we are unable to. Come on, let me raid Safi. Raid Safi. Start raid. Error. Why are you erroring? You know what? Just go check out Safi, and for everyone on YouTube, go check out Yen. I'm gonna close out this stream because hopefully, by the time next week rolls around, I can have my stuff figured out to the point it's not like messing up. So maybe it's my model. I don't know. Anyway, bye guys.